Looks like we're good. Hello. Good afternoon and welcome to part 19 of our Deathless Randomizer series. We have made it to mountaintops. We have garbage talismans, but we are geared up. We have a plus 25 Great Horn Hammer, parry shield, 51 poise, and Stormhawk Dean for a 60-second Commander Standard buff, along with Ritual Shield and Lightning Great Shield Talisman. So, setup's not perfect. We don't have a ton great going for us. We also have the Strength and Stamina Regen tier, which are both excellent, especially for a build like this. Obviously, Strength is good for a heavy weapon. Ooh, it's nighttime. I don't want to deal with you. But it's good knowledge to have. A lovely little bell-bearing hunter for these trying times. I'm not interested in fighting a bell-bearing hunter, and I'm certainly not interested in trying to jump across an open gap with a bell-bearing hunter up my ass. So, we'll just go ahead and despawn that. He's a Knights Cavalry replacement, so he won't be there daytime. Hey, Luna. Welcome, welcome. What's going on? Okay, no projectiles from the other side. Same run from last time, yeah, I just started. So, we're on big bonk stick dot run at the moment. I do have a couple of other prospects in terms of weapons with Ordovis' Greatsword and Celeria's Tree. I think we take on Chief Bloodfiend. Out of stamina. Love to see it. Here's the stagger. Ooh, it's just two oh, Dean, you motherfucker. It's a good thing you're awesome. Knocked the Bloodfiend out of my stagger. 2 charge R2s to stagger is pretty sick. With Cragblade on a Great Hammer. 5 wasn't one of the stones I needed, was it? No, I already had one. 2. So I need an 8 to upgrade something to plus 10, which I know I have an 8 in the shop, but it's like, why spend the money when I don't need to? Ordovis is already plus 10 anyway, so I don't know what I'm even talking about. This is more for like, if I wanted to upgrade something like Halo Scythe, or Celeria's Tree. Either of those could be options. And I think I like Halo Scythe enough as a ranged projectile Ash of War option to slap that extra point in Dex real fast and then continue leveling other stats afterward. But yeah, having run into 2 additional Great Runes on the way to mountaintops here, I'm pretty much just going to punch it to the end of the game and hope our final Great Rune is not underground. Because if I go ask for a key item right now, Kale could lead me toward Pureblood Knight's Metal, Dectus Right, either half of the Halig Tree, or Godric's Straight Rune. So Asking Kale for help right now is not super helpful. But if we just punch through to... from mountaintops to Farum to... endgame, we can probably find our final Great Rune. Hopefully. I mean, again, there's still tons of places it could be. It could be on Mimic Tier, it could be anywhere underground. Like... But if it's not, we don't have to go to underground, that would be great. The other issue, though, is we still don't have access to the DLC. We have 0 halves of the Hallowed Tree Medallion. And we don't have Pure Blood Knight's Metal. And Pure Blood Knight's Metal has to be before Lanedale with the way I have the rules set up, so it is almost guaranteed to be underground. If not in, like, Carian Inverted Tower. So we're not quite just cruising on Easy Street, but we're making excellent progress. As fuck.
Well.
Smithing Bell 3, Dragon Crest +2. Finally, a good fucking talisman.
Some?
Holy. And that's really good because the way our equipment's set up right now. Let me take off Ritual Shield real quick. I have 23% physical damage negation, and I actually have higher magic negations. 40 in lightning because I'm wearing the other thing. Does this put me in heavy load? It does not. Excellent. Oh, yeah, because I just picked up another point of endurance. Yeah. Alright. Looking good. Let's make our way to... couple of checks here. We'll definitely do... We're definitely not going to forget about Castle Soul again. For sure. That certainly won't happen. Not this time. No siree. Not to me. He said, arrogantly. That dropped a lot of money. Okay. Glurvort. Glurvort. So, I have Stormhawk Dean here. Stormhawk Dean is not relevant in any way. If it didn't cost me animation time to dismiss him after I buffed, I would. And actually, maybe I'll just do it outside the door from now on, because of any normal boss arena, I probably will do that. I'll Physic, Dean, dismiss, and then Cragblade and walk in. It's not optimal for animation time, but I don't like having the summon fly around. I feel like it makes things harder. And I'm sure there's somebody who will say, oh, you summons, it's not a real run. Whatever, dude. Alright, looks like we got an Ancient Hero of Zamor. That's the boss out here. And I'll show you what I mean by summon and dismiss. So we summon Dean. does his little screech. Send him back. I keep the buff. And there we have it. Ancient Heroes, also Freezing Fog. Ow. Ancient Hero also fucking hurts. Stagger. Nice. Oh, fuck, I forgot that knocks him out. Oh, dude, I love how they stand up after... You knock him down. Oh, wow, I have time for that? Okay. Just wanted to regen a little stamina. Boss is like, no, I'm just gonna stand up and go fuck yourself, I guess. Right. Fair enough. That was a pretty free 100k. So we've got church here. We'll head up top. Church across the bridge. There's the Somber Bell. And then fire the Golden Seed before Fire Giant, and then Fire Giant. And then we'll go back for Castle Soul. If we can see what's in Fire Giant and it looks annoying, I might go back for Castle Soul first. Critter seems to have died somewhere in the distance and dropped a single rune. We'd love to see it. That's free money right there. Don't like the amount of lag I'm getting here. That's worrying. Especially near this fort that's full of invaders. Don't like that. They'll level up strength and endurance kind of evenly for a bit. Okay, there's just kind of like a pretty high density of large enemies over here, so it's not bad. Now, if they all had giant aggro radiuses, that could have been really bad, especially because of that rune bear. Would be the dream if we go underground to pick up the Pureblood Knight's Medal and it's just on the vendor or something in Shifra. And we can just leave. That's the dream, is we get to final boss and we have all 7 great runes, then we go to Shifra, hit the merchant, and we get Pureblood Knight's Medal. That would be the ideal outcome. Or another half of the Hallowed Tree. Since we just got the right half, if we could get the left half somewhere along the way as well, that would be even better. Because we can just roll through Consecrated and get to Moglin that way. Where am I going? The pathway is over here. Set my physic while I'm over here. Yeah, the amount of stuff that just randomly dies in mountaintops is awesome. Glurvort. I hear a dragon. There's a dragon. It's a good thing here things don't have the largest aggro radius. Okay, we have... Let's go back up top here, see if we can see what the boss in Fire Giant's Arena is. I can't really think of anything terrible that I wouldn't be okay fighting right now. But I don't see anything. Oh, it's a little tiny person. That could be any number of bosses. I don't know if we fought Renala, we got Gideon, there's tons of invaders still. They're like NPC boss type things, especially guys from the DLC, people like Rakshasa or... Yeah, there's a lot. Let me go to Castle Sol. If it is an NPC, we can use the... I'm gonna go upgrade the Halo Scythe using the money that we got from... that we'll get from Niall. And then we can use that to troll the fuck out of an NPC. If you just tap L2 twice, you fire off 2 rings that kind of hover for a second as they come out, and then they lock on and shoot. Excuse me. I was dismounting iframes, you fuck. That was rude as hell. Bird. Oh, fuck. The Doot Horn aggroed the bird, too. Probably not using the Spirit Spring here if there's a bird on my nuts. Yeah, I'm just gonna go around. I don't want to deal with that. We'll get to see what the boss over here is, too. And if it's something easy, it's another 100k for free, basically. 130k. Free money as well. That Beast Clergyman? Oh yeah, Beast Clergyman's free. Jesus Christ. Charger 2. Oh! It missed. Oh, okay. For 2 staggers. Sniper post. Charger 2. Charger 2. He ran away. It's fine. Twice. It's fine. Okay. It's good. He does almost... I thought he gave like 100k. It was only 70. Oh well. That disincentivizes me to want to fight that death bird even more every time I see it. Okay, it's like 100k, you know? It's not even 100k. Do we knock down the Dink Donk? I think we do, because I have some remembrances to take a look at. That could be... It's either free money or an item book. baby. Enough? Yes. Okay. Good. And it'll be a lot quieter inside while we navigate. I don't know which remembrances I've looked at, so I'll have to see the menu here. Oh. Different run. Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and take that. It's a free 30k anyway. Grab the Grace here, we'll head back to Round Table, take a look at it just to double check. So I'm not 100% certain if I've looked at the items from this. I just honestly don't remember. And, I mean, I've met my primary goal of getting the money for upgrading the Halo Scythe. I just have to go buy the Somber 8 and then upgrade that, but we're already at Castle Sol, we may as well just do it.
You know the finger shape when they are but no matter.
Right, it was Silver Scarab. Which is completely useless. Alright. Well, let's go get the Somber 8. Upgrade the Halo Scythe. I've got one somewhere, I just have to find it. Let me clear out some of these key items as well. 6. There's the 8. Alright. Give those over as well. I believe this is the run that we already fought Invisible Assassin, so Sentry's Torch is largely irrelevant at this point.
No. Oh, don't pay me, just lay out.
Strengthen Halo Scythe. Okay, I'm gonna go put away most of the other weapons. That way, whenever I'm trying to hot swap between them, I'm not menuing super hard. Chests. Weapons. Stow everything but these. Okay. Maybe keep a bow. Or some sort of shenanigans if we need it. Like actual long range shenanigans. Alright. Back to Castle. Let's go kill Nile. Check the 2 checks there. Head to Fire Giant. Oh! Oh dear. It's this guy. I'll do it. Ish. That's with Ritual Shield, by the way. I think it's like a truck. Stagger. Okay, good. The Cragblade on his fucking lifeless body while he gets up. Ow. Shit. Shit! Fuck! Are you kidding me? Now you decide to hyper armor through my shit? The DLC enemies hit way too fucking hard, man. Oh, it's so frustrating. Let me fight this guy again. I'll fight him again without Cragblade. Stagger. Kill self. Backstab? Are you kidding me? Like, this guy's so free. So dumb. Oh my god. Stupid bullshit, man. Oh. I'm going to switch things up a little bit here. I'm going to remove this one. Right here. And hope for the best. No, I don't like that. Because that puts Great Runes in the DLC, and it forces the DLC way too early. No. If I was doing like an all bosses run, I would do that, but I'm not doing an all bosses run. So I'm not doing that. I can't believe how fucking hard that guy hit, man. I had like 2,000 HP or something like that, like 2,300 HP, some ridiculous amount of health. Still died in like 3 hits. In mountaintops. Not even like the end of the game. Or the DLC. Fucking mountaintops. Oh. That's so frustrating. Oh, we go again. Reset that. Yeah, that is one of the nastiest enemies in the DLC, to be fair. I'm not trying to make excuses for myself. I shouldn't have died there. As you saw, I went back and just fucking trained him down. But, like... Still frustrating. Alright, Ripple Blade with... I don't believe that's a parry shield, actually. What do we have for this? We got... a singular foul foot. I think I'm going to take the Faith Talisman. Dual Vades Bouquet. Shield of the Guilty is not a parry shield. Bloodhound Claws are good. Smithscript Shield is also good. Hook Claws are good. Eclipse Great Shield is not so good. We get Blasphemous Blade on the lowest Faith class. Or we could play with our balls. Hey, Jacques. What's up? Riveted Wooden Shield, I think, is a medium shield without parry as well. Spike Club's good. Lance is good. Dragon Communion Seal is good. And a Battle Axe. I think I'm going to go with this one. We're 1 level off using Dragon Communion Seal. And and I'm not particularly interested in trying to brute force B-Blade on that. Well, I mean, we do have... we have functionally no weapon for forever. And a bunch of wasted stats. But it's Blasphemous Blade, and we have the two-finger heirloom to help get us there. I guess. Hard commit to the B-Blade, I guess. Playing Pokemon Pocket. Is that the card game on phone? Mobile? I've heard of it, but I'm not super familiar, being honest.
The fallen lead.
It is? Okay.
Tell
So I'm
us
changing the battery on my headset. Doesn't want to cooperate. There we go.
the great Elden Ring
Good.
was shattered.
So we get to watch part of a cutscene. Isn't that exciting? Alright. Ditch those. Alright, we are minus a lot for B-Blade. We need 9 faith, 7 dex. Sorry, not 7, 3 dex. And then we need to get to 18 strength, 16 strength. Maybe 15 strength, depending on how the rounding works, but I think 16 strength. Going for each grass token. Oh, but you can just stack up more tokens, I presume. Wow, this would be a free as hell boss if we had a weapon we could wield. Okay, you can just stack them. It seems legit. This may still be a free as hell boss. Not if I do that. If I do that, alright, well, never mind. Just get stomped on, I suppose. Is that also something you can pre-plan? Like, okay, I can stack up a bunch of leaf tokens. I know functionally nothing about Pokemon TCG, so... But can you stack up, like, grass tokens elsewhere, and then just put them all on when you cast it? Yeah, that seems silly then. Why would you ever cast that without, like, a guaranteed kill? It's like, alright, cool. I have, like, 12 tokens here. Play my guy. Pile the tokens on, and now you die. GG. Also, Crucible Duo here is amazing. Love to see them not somewhere I care about. Lord Sworn Shield. Alright, what's up, Kale? Kale's got 5 smithing ones. A smithing 2, smithing 8, smithing 10, or 25. Somber 2, Golden Braid, some good stuff. Superior doubles grass tokens. That seems strong, yeah. Iron Casa, but we already have a cool guy hat. Don't need another cool guy hat. Alright, Mr. Lobter, be cool. So, paramount on my list of things to do is A, find a wieldable weapon that's reasonable in the early game. That, or maybe one that's more reasonable than B-Blade, but lets us build our stats toward B-Blade. So something with just like a decent strength and dex requirement. And then we can work up our faith after that. Obviously early money. Remembrances, Heroes Runes, America's Runes, anything of that nature. Bleed Weapon for Grail. We have... I don't think this is going to apply Scarlet Rot ever if we bonk with it. But there's the possibility, I guess. But yeah, we're looking basically just for a Bleed Weapon. So any sort of claws or something like that would be nice. We got green Melina today.
I can play turning to aid you. You need O to the foot. Then it summon me. I bequeath. It will summon Torrent. Treat him with.
Right. Well, let's get to it. Oh, it's raining. Very cool. Alright. A little bit of Cashola. Boy. XX Decay is not exactly what we're after. We do... No, we don't. I was about to say, we have Dragon Communion Seal. No, we don't have Dragon Communion Seal. That was a different class. We've committed to the Blasphemous Blade pretty hard in this run. Taking the Faith Talisman and it with zero prospect of using it. Outside of just the guarantee of having +5 faith from the Talisman. Thanks for the 7 runes, homie. Doesn't look like it dropped anything. I'm just gonna go back and see if it drops something useful. Could be a good thing to just, like, farm if it drops something useful.
Oi!
Another
You there?
remark.
Could you...
Right.
Some will just thank you. I was... and I ended up...
What you got for me, Buck?
when they... and so this is all I hope.
4 warming stones. Oh. Alright. I think we want to do a higher density of checks early on. Bonnie Butchering Knife. Does Butchering Knife count as a somber weapon that helps us build toward our B-Blade? I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a somber weapon either. Actually, I'd prefer if it was a smithing weapon, since it would be on different upgrade material tracks. Hand ballista. It takes way too much dex. I would want something with a lower dex requirement, and ideally equivalent or lower strength requirement, which doesn't give us the most options, if we're being honest. But It's totally doable, I think.
Try to allow that, but I don't have.
Or if it's going to have a dex requirement, I want it to be as close to 15 as possible. No info from wildlife yet. Got something from sheep. Crab eggs. Not much info from wildlife yet. Wow. This is useless. I can't even say I'm glad to see that Messmer soldier there, because there's so many of them in the DLC. Ooh, we got a hat. Gargoyle's Halberd could be an item worth using. Oh, there's some early money. Okay, good. We can go ahead and dump that into probably stats for the weapon. Let's check Bernal's inventory here, see what he's working with. The problem is, if we dump stats for the weapon, there's so long that we're going to be at low health. This weapon is very stat hungry.
Yeah, takes me any interest. All I know now's the time.
Misery Cord and some armor. Okay. Ashfort Earthshaker. It's a decent option for a strength-based armament to have some AoE. So let's pop this and see what we're working with in terms of stats. So we're gonna want 3 decks and we'll go up to 15 strength. Half of 15 is 7.5. So I mean 16 guarantees it. And then put the rest into faith. Ugh, that doesn't feel good. Alright, we're 3 faith off the faith requirement, which is fine. We definitely get it from duping the remembrance. The problem is, like, we're going to be dumping basically everything after that into health. Health and endurance. This class does start with 15 mind. Well, I'll get in that chest. Lion Great Bow. It's one of the best great bows. Doesn't really mean much when it's still just a great bow. Oh, hello, giant fingies.
Just give and I'll don't dally. Give it your all.
Okay, we meet the physical requirements for sure. He would not have popped out that fast if we didn't.
Well, aye.
8 crystal darts is actually really nice if we run into any of the construct bosses. Electrify armament, not so useful. Although it is one of the only ways to have lightning damage on your weapon that scales with dexterity or with faith rather than dexterity. Ooh, okay. Drawing room key, super early. Didn't expect that to be our first key item we found. How much does it take to level up? 36? Okay, so I mean, yeah, we get about 10k, we'll say 12k money. We can level up the faith we need. That is an ancient dragon. Is that Fortisax? That is Fortisax. That is insane to see. Ugh, I don't have to deal with Fortisax. That's amazing. No info from the crab. So now we're looking for Somber 3, Sombers 3 through 10. Urchu's Favorite's really good. That'll be a good second slot to use. Somber 2 is fine. It keeps us from having to buy it, but I would really rather find the interim Sombers 3 and beyond. We already have a 9, which is great. Buying a 9 always sucks. It's really expensive. 10s typically don't tend to be expensive because they're not ever sold by anyone, so the game gives them like a blanket value. Well, we have the 1 and the 2, which is great. We don't have to buy them, but again, I would prefer others. It's like pepperoni on a pizza, right? It's not the ideal, you know? You're fine with it on there. It's not unwelcome, but you would prefer something else. You got another 2,800 in the pocket. All right, and yet more. And yet more. Okay, well let's actually crack these and see what we're working with in terms of overall fundage here. That could be enough. It's pretty close. I don't think it will be, but it'll be close. Yeah, we're about 400 short. Expected. But we're almost there. We're 1 faith off, and we'll have B-Blade online. Good to go, and we can use we can dupe the Remembrance and Weeping and dump that into HP, which will not be a lot of HP, but it'll be some. Okay, still no drop info from crabs. So far we know that sheep drop crab eggs, and that's it. We don't know about any other drops from critters. And Marmot had a lump of flesh. Okay. Talisman of Lord's Bestowal is not good. Boosts your poise for just a very short amount of time when you drink your flask. Arsenal Charm is also not great, but if you don't have another slot and it lets you wield something that gets you to a poise break point, I suppose it's fine. Somber 8. That's one you always like to see. Somber 8, 9, not having to buy those. Like, that saved me 36k already. Alright, and that gives me enough to level up to use the weapon. That was the last bit I needed. Death Root for Garank gets us a couple more item checks when we make our way to Kaled. Yeah, Fortisax, at this point, the Remembrance is only going to be worth probably like 6 or 7 levels, maybe.
Well, are you, please? I'm hungry.
Somber 4. Okay. Somber 4, Star Fists, and Golden Seed. It's an expensive seed. 4K is a lot for a seed. So we'll probably hold off on that. Now, do we level up the weapon and try and L2 our way through Fort Heights? Probably not in the rain. Let's say that. Okay. We have acquired L2 the game. And it looks like we have 3 per bar. Let's check that math actually. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. A couple more mind levels we could get 4, and that would be probably a good stopping point for a while. We'll go take a peek up here with the Golden Seed. If I'm not being chased by some heinous bullshit, we can take a peek inside as well. There's a Clean Rot Knight. Everything else seems fine. Sanctified Wet Blade. Clean Rot Knight didn't aggro either. Alright, let's take a look inside. Doesn't seem that bad. Somber 7, okay. Oh boy, okay, we're leaving. Madness Merchant on top of Messmer Soldier on the stairs, not good. Come back when I have enough health to survive a hit. Oh, I see an orange, I think. I have an orange or a blue on the corner. Gravestone. Lead Vidman. Alright, we got a deer item. Thin Beast Bones. It is an orange. Alright. Big Remembrance. Medium Remembrance. Form Assault. Deer. Goats. Bone. Mind Hats. Mind Hat we'll put on. We like the fashion around here. Oh. I think one of those dropped a Golden Rune 5. But that's a pretty rare drop, considering how many of those we've killed. But that is nice to have info. Fucking bird on my graveyard. Bro. Alright, it's not looking. Let's go while it's facing away. Oh, it's finally noticed. There's a DLC bird too. Alright, we'll pop the Star Scourge Remembrance at the next Grace. Level up. I think Star Scourge is better to dupe. It might be 40k instead of 30 like Fortis Axis is. Like how Torrent just pulled it, just threw things like that. They gave him the horns for, I guess. Okay. Yes, alright, Radon's is 40k. So let's... It's not a lot, but it'll do, I guess. Yeah, we've already allocated so much to B-Blade, it's kind of tough.
Might I bend your ear for
Nice
me?
horns.
But I swear, my good father decided him. His servant, they've since come. I fear it's please. Would you mind in my soul, please? Thank them, please.
Okay. Still medium load. Above. Sparkly Eyes Bird. 200 whole monies. There's a Royal Revenant over there. That white item is staying right the fuck where it is. Excuse me, sir. You're being very rude. Another Somber 2. We're looking for a 3. We can go up to +4. Companion job. Alright, let's see what boss we have here. In a moment. Yes. I will absolutely be deflecting hard tearing. If I find a cool weapon to deflect with, we'll ditch B-Blade in a heartbeat. Let's see what the night boss is. If it's something like Godskin Duo, I might actually nut. Like... It's just one of the Black Knights from DLC. Sacrificial axe, you say? Okay. Let's see what the other night boss is over here, on the way to Castelmon. It's nothing massive, because I didn't see it behind the building here. Oh. A Deathrite bird. Love to see that. What was that crawling around back here? It's an ulcerated tree spirit. Okay. I just saw something that I wasn't okay with. Alright. head over toward Isolated Merchant and dupe that remembrance. Sorry, turtle. If you show me what you drop and it's useless, you're kind of safe forever. You're kind of safe forever. Thank you for your sacrifice. Don't know what that was. Sounded kind of like Thorn's attack. Is that just the combat music here? Heard some weird sound. No idea what that was. Riveted wooden shield, I believe, is a medium shield without parry. No, it's a small shield with parry. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. That's awesome. It's heavy. That's 2 pounds. It's not heavy. I'll take my gloves off for a parry shield. We could also, we have a deflecting tier. We could, if we're on a parry boss, we could also do some guard countering. But we can do that with just the weapon itself. Yep, seed. Another somber one. Alright, we've been getting flooded with somber stones here. Ooh, what blue does the owl drop? Ravel stones. Okay. Crabs also drop 4 to Falfoots. If we find some golden fireflies, we can make gold feet with those. Feet to move down. Oh no. Okay. That was a little spooky. was about to get stepped on for a second. It's not my fetish. And I'm certainly not dying from it either. Prince of the Star Skirt. If I had a Great Rune, I might humor holding onto that for a second, because it's only going to be about 6 more levels, I would say. But I don't have a Remembrance, or not Remembrance, Great Rune, so I don't have access to Round Table's shop yet. I also don't have access to Round Table, but I am going to Caelid soon, which will give me access to Round Table. We'll check this merchant. If the merchant has a Great Rune, I guess I might hold on to it for a sec.
There's been a... How can I?
He does not, but he does have Dragon Crest and a Somber 5, which is kind of huge. So we're just missing a Somber 3, and we have like a +5 now. I don't think we have a Somber 6 yet. I'll grab that for sure. Grab that.
Have a safe journey.
I guess level up with the rest. Yeah, 5 levels. Close to 6. It would have been... Probably would have been 6 if I hadn't bought the other 2 items. I mean, it's a comfortable amount of health. It's not a ton. It's not the ideal for this area. But, yeah, it's the drawback of trying to equip an endgame weapon in Limgrave. Two more oranges. That one's not useful. Also not useful. Alright, cool. Well, we can sell the pants. For sure. More crystal darts is nice. Oh, hi. You know, I was hoping you hadn't heard me, because it was raining. But I guess you did. Alright, let's go to Beach Merchant. Did I not pick up first steps? I guess I was too busy looking at the Crucible duo. Forgot to pick up the Grace by Kale. Or by, Vade. I sure did. I sure did forget. I still don't have another pocket, so I can't wear the Dragon Crest yet, or Urtree's Favor. Got them both. Let's go. Is that Bloodhound Knight? It is. The one from... Bitch. That's okay, I plan on smacking him as I ran by anyway. He got me first. Outplayed. Bloodhound Knight. There's 2 non-boss Bloodhound Knights, I think. There's the one in... There's the one after the Merchant at Ray Lucaria, and there's one... in the Gelmir Hero's Grave, one of the Hero's Graves in Mount Gelmir, I believe. It's either in Gelmir or Altus. And it drops the armor set. Alright. Hopefully we don't zone in and instantly die here. That's Sewer Moog. Also, he was staring right at me. Let's give a Scooby snack to Garank here. Oh, Raptor Talons. That's the bleed weapon we needed for Grail. Hell yeah. Awesome. Let's head to Round Table, take a look at the shop. Hey, Justin. Thanks for the resub, brother.
Forgive me to determine if you had. It seems torrent, whereas I may. There is, but I can take gathering. Very well at my hand.
Appreciate it. See, I've got the important alerts working. It's fucking follower alerts still busted. You're very red. No T-pose, sad. Alright, we got... Oh, we had another bleed weapon in the shop here anyway, so... Alright, hold on. We have... Somber 3 in the shop, Somber 4 in the shop. We've already picked up 1, 2... 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're missing... we have a 5 in the shop as well, I believe. So we're just missing a Somber 6 to get a plus 10. Yeah, there's the 4. There's the 5. Yeah? Grab the crafting kit while I'm thinking about it. Okay, so let's find us a Somber 6, huh? Go ahead and upgrade the weapon to like plus 1 or 2, however much this money will allow me.
No matter how you.
Alright, plus 2. And then let's go to Grail. And if we find a Somber 6 along the way, maybe use the money from Grail to go ahead and upgrade. Moog with a fire weapon in the rain does not sound like something I'm interested in doing, so we're gonna not do that. Is that an orange under the tree? It is. Early Godric's. Come on, early Godric's, early Godric's, early Godric's. Well, it's still a great room, but it's not an early Godric's. Which is fine. We didn't even find Godric's Great Root in the last run, and we made it all the way to mountaintops. Who's on the bridge? It's a tiny one. It's a little itty bitty baby. What the hell is that? It's not. It's not a mimic. Oh, it's 2 things. Oh, is it Nox Duo? It might be Nox Duo. It is Nox Duo. I'm not running past Nox Duo. They have a lot of stretchy Armstrong attacks that I'm not here for. There's a Frost Lobster that will one-shot me. Is that Jory on the bridge too? Son of a bitch. Alright, well, I mean, let's go back here and turn it to noon so we don't have to try and run past Jory and the Chucklefuck gang. That does make us easier to detect, however, so hopefully that doesn't become a problem with the Lobster. Oh boy, and the other giant hand. That's great. Just don't look over here, Mr. Lobter. Alright. We should be good. Looks like the enemies over here are all pretty tame. Yeah, nothing bad. I am kind of glad to see Jory on the bridge here, so that's yet another boss out of the pool that I'm not a particular fan of. I know a lot of people who like Jory think that there's a subsect of people who are far too, far too hateful of Jory. I just think Jory's a poorly designed fight. He just constantly teleporting away from you, summoning, throwing ads at you. You can't strafe the projectiles super consistently. Like, if you have multiple sources from the projectiles, you're likely getting hit by at least one of them. What in the fuck? Oh, it's another ancient dragon. Awesome. Don't have to deal with that. It's either Senisax or Lanciax. So we've got Fortisax and one of the two ancient dragons out of the pool as well, which is amazing. I believe I don't have a foul foot or a way to craft one. So we're just going to be raw dog and grail here. Which is fine. I'm going to go check the top of the skull though. Last ditch effort, I guess. We can definitely kill this wolf here too. Not going to bother with the mounted knight, but we can definitely kill the wolf. This is just a basic bitch wolf. Untapped, easy. Okay, some good armor. Number 7. It's not quite a somber 6, which is what we're after, but okay. Can I make the young lion's armor work? Yes, but I can't wear my parry shield or pants. Well, that's okay. Who needs pants anyway? When you have a cape this fucking fabulous. Well, let's suit up here and finish off Grail the way the developers intended. You can't prove me wrong. See, it's funny, in my first playthrough, I definitely killed every single dragon around Grail the entire time. I didn't have bleed, even though status was good. I also honestly didn't even think about the fact that you could attack the dragon. I'm pretty sure I was using a Morning Star for a while. Which was a bleed weapon. But it just didn't even occur to me to hit the dragon. But I was like, oh yeah, this thing's so massive, it's probably just a set piece. You can't even interact with. Little did I know. Wonder if it's going to take another bleed proc or actually kill it from damage. That little tiny sliver, yeah, it did take another bleed proc. Okay. Alright. About 60k. It's not the best. It's not bad there. Alright. We have some health. It's not the most health, but it's health. We get to about 30. I guess I don't know, the Urnia? Level up endurance a little bit. I would like a few more points in mind as well. So if I could get to 4 casts of Taker's Flame per bar, that would be pretty hot. Oh, smithing 6. That's not a somber 6. Divine Beast Frost Stomp also okay, I guess. Could have been a way for us to kill Grail without finding bleed if we hadn't already. Damn. Outplayed. A bow. A Dex Arcane bow, no less. I feel like bows were so criminally... just criminally ignored by the dev team in this game. Like, you have some cool stuff. Like, you can definitely do a bow build. There's some cool stuff, and there's even multiple talismans allocated to them, but the talismans allocated to them just kind of bring them up to a very poorly performing melee weapon, rather than making them just actually good. But, like, the number of archer enemies in this game that there are... Hey, what's up, Small? Yep, Shock's hanging out for a little bit.
What has been and how can I?
Let's see, we got... Flame Spear. There's a bad taste in my mouth just seeing it. Can't double up on capes. Fucking says who. Not only am I doubled up, they're fashionable as hell. Got that nice bright blue on the nice deep red. Ugh, it's gorgeous. Just wait until I can wear pants with it. Think of the capeless? I am, and I keep my sense of smug superiority over them at all times. Because I have 2 capes. Just think of how powerful I'll be with the ability to wear pants. It'll be incredible. I've changed. I don't know about that, Chief. Yeah, you missed it, Small, though. Unfortunately, died in Mountaintops to the elite Fire Knight captain. Just hanging out in Castle Sol. I had, like, the equivalent of what would be over 60 vigor with Morgoth's Great Rune active, and I still got 3 shot by that guy.
Welcome.
Even after eating a hit with Ritual Shield Talisman, which reduces the hit by 30% while you're at full health. It was the Somber Bell. Like, he was hitting wild hard for no reason. I guess let me grab this, so I'll come back to it later if I forget it, and I don't need to, even though I've already bought everything I need from him. Yeah, no, like, straight up just ungodly amounts of damage for no reason. Nope. Not even gonna look. Is that Rykard? Oh lord, it is Rykard, okay. So that's a problem. Rykard's a problem in the overworld, because you never get auto-granted Blasphemous Blood, or, Serpent Hunter. Unless you walk into him in an arena, like a boss arena. There's no overworld trigger for adding the Serpent Hunter to your inventory. So we're not fighting this Rykard. Because if we got Serpent Hunter, absolutely. Go ahead and fight him. My health's not the highest right now, but it's good enough. Dragon Bolt Blessing reduces lightning negation, but gives us tier 2 hardness, which is interesting, I guess. Okay, we have respec available. Oh, Small, I have the deflecting tier as well. So if we ever find like a really good weapon for guard countering outside of the B-Blade, we can totally blast some people with some counterattacks. This would be a great time. It effectively gives you Sekiro parry as a mechanic. I need to make it night. See what the night bosses are around here. Hello? Of course. I think I can just see Rykard's head and sword over the cliff there. Okay, Deathrite Bird. Great to see that over there. And who's over here? Can't really tell. I feel like I saw maybe a Crystallian color, but that's literally can't see really. No, I did not see a Crystallian color. That is a Cemetery Shade. Well, you'll get to see some Sekiro gameplay from some of the bosses here, because I'm have the deflecting tier in. It's just not really ideal to be counterattacking with V-Blade. You just want to be, as we know, slamming L2, Blacklight Blade, and the Alabaster Lord's Sword. That's good. Where is that Deathrite Bird, by the way? You patrol all the way down there, huh? Interesting. I'm gonna go put you back where you belong, which is in the night dimension. Well, it's not nighttime. For me. And then go down that way to pick up the Radon Grace. Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna give me a weapon art that gives me a decent amount of hyper armor, really fucking good damage, and heals me every time I hit with it, what do you expect me to do? Not use it? Although I will say I am currently shackled to the Faith Talisman, because I don't meet the Faith requirement without it equipped, because this character started as Astrologer, which gets a bunch of intelligence. It's the exact opposite of what we needed for this weapon, but it started with D-Blade. Like, that was just the starting weapon. Didn't even have to find it. We could go find another one somewhere in the world. Okay, we have a foul foot now. We can use for something. Wing of Estelle, huh? Wing of Estelle's a really good weapon, actually. It's like monstrous for stance breaking. Not particularly good for a guard countering build, though. You want to use its Ash of War for stance breaking. But yeah, that's a good weapon. If I hadn't already hard committed to the B-Blade, then it could be an interesting option. Okay. That's it for Kaled. B-Blade really is just the GOAT. I mean, it's hard to pass up what is probably the single best casual weapon in the game for a Deathless run. This Deathless run kind of runs pretty similar to a casual playthrough. You're going to be leveling up lots of survivability stats. This isn't some challenge run where it's like, oh yeah, I have to one-shot every boss. Like, oh, I don't need health for a one-shotting build. Or it's like, oh, no-hit run. It's like, you obviously don't need health for a no-hit run. So it's like, what's the... This is as close as you can get to a casual playthrough. It's just a Deathless run. Alright, we have a +2 Blasphemous Blade. We don't have enough money to go get higher upgrades, but I am going to get more upgrades after this. We can get it to +5. Let's deflect. And see what we got. Magma Worm. Not exactly the enemy I want to see with a fire-based weapon, but, you know, it is what it is. I missed. Stagger. Nice. Don't have the stamina for this. Now we get to see if this guy's a stander or not. Soon. Oh, good. I have a little more stamina for this one. Oh, still had iframes? Really? Oh no, don't push me into lava now. Okay. Pockets. Hell yeah. Ah, it puts us in heavy load. Whoa.
Smoldering with thy meager flame. Cower in fear of the night.
See, I think 30 Vig, and then, well, weapon upgrade first, then 30 Vig, then, like, 20 Endurance would be the ideal. Like, Endurance is super low on this class, too, though, unfortunately. It's pretty bad. Starts at like 8, I think. 9. Yeah,
Come
super
over here,
low.
won't you? It's tightly. Oh, the guards, you'll breach the. Well, but of course. The gates! Open the gates! What's a deal? Step back. Ancient tarnished. Why is it always me?
Okay.
What did I do to deserve it?
Wow, that was fucking useless. Alright, let's go kill Patches. And then head back to Round Table and check their bell bearings before we go into Stormveil. Glad the randomizer lets you get around invasions. Okay. Massive aggro radius. Okay. Well, that's a plus 10. Amazing. The last somber we needed. And a remembrance to pay for it. God. What a good cave. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, let's just go do it, I guess. Let's see what Scott Stuff got for us. Old Lord's Talisman, Spelldrake +3, and Sacred Order. Patches has Rusty Key, another Pocket, and a Somber 8, or 7, excuse me. Grab the Pocket. Don't need anything else. So we need to get the Somber 3. Need to pop this remembrance so I can afford to buy zones and subsequently upgrade. Oh, yeah, we gotta grab this too, so I don't forget about it. Number 4, we already have a 9. We have the 2. Grab Blackwood Blade. Is that everything I needed? No, we need 5. There it is. If we had a Lightning Ash of War, I would grab Flame Spear, but I don't. Or, sorry, if I had a lightning-based weapon, I would grab Flame Spear. Alright, well, let's plus 10 the B-Blade and go face roll through the first part of the game, huh?
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your own.
It's a thing. Plus 10 before Godric. It's a pretty blessed run, honestly.
Oh, welcome to I teach and explore so that one ensuring either way. You do most time you are well.
Orin has Vikes, Dragon Bolts. Nothing else really. Let's see what's in the Giant's hand. Look here. Litany and Electrocharge. In need of a respec? Not even.
May the golden
We're
order
fully allocated to Blasphemous Blade. Have the exact correct stats to wield it. I just need some equip load. That respec, that doesn't fix anything. Because respecking puts you back down to your base stats, and then you allocate things further. My base intelligence is 16. That's not changing. So, nothing we can do about that. Alright, let's get Stormvalen. I don't know when that text came in, but apply to it now. Exactly. Yeah, like your starting class is really just starting stats. Actually, I had to explain this to somebody yesterday. With Elden Ring Night Rain coming out next year, that does have classes, and those classes dictate your weapons, skills, and abilities. That's not at all how Elden Ring works. Is that an Albinorc archer up there shooting at me? How Elden Ring works is you have a starting class that gives you some equipment and stats, and that's it. If I play a warrior, which starts with a decent amount of dexterity and dual-wielding swords, and then decide, oh, you know, I found this really cool incantation I want to try for faith. Let me level up some faith real quick and try it out. I can. Because I'm not locked to, oh, I can't cast spells because I'm not a faith class. Excuse me? Okay. I guess. Just got stuck in the doorway and died to a bleed proc. Well, that fucking sucks. There's nothing to go practice there. Alright, I guess. That's exactly how he died a couple of runs ago, actually. Well, not exactly, but I was stuck in a corner against one of the Black Knight enemies from the DLC and just literally couldn't move. Yeah, literally next time just kill him before I walk through the doorway, I guess. I wasn't expecting to get body blocked by a little tiny fucking imp. I was just gonna run through the door and move. But I got body blocked in the one way by the imp, and then body blocked by the ancestor the other direction. Jesus Christ. I guess we go again. That was certainly something. It was only about an hour in though. Like, it's not bad. It really just sucks though, because that was just like, all right, all the setup was basically done, finished. Plus 10 weapon, good to go in. and then die. And now we gotta go do setup again. No, I mean it really sucks. I'm not trying to say it doesn't suck that happened, but it's not as bad, I guess. Alright, Leda Sword is not exactly the build around you're looking for when it's minus 20. Neither is Putrescence Cleaver. Warped Axe is okay. Syncadia is not good. Bloodstained Dagger is okay. Along with Main Gouge, we have a parrying option. And then, oh, Spirit Sword is hot garbage. Yeah, no, none of these are really good options. I suppose I would take... really whatever has the better seal, I guess. Yeah, I mean, okay, well, Fire Serpent is okay, and Warped Axe doesn't need much stats to work here, so it's a real profit. Step 1, acquire stats. Step 2, acquire upgrade materials. Step 3, profit. Alright, so Gravelstone Seal requires 2 faith. Warped Axe requires 24 strength. So we're minus 4 or 5. I think it was minus 5 levels of strength for the Warped Axe. I want that on my bard. We can already cast Fire Serpent, though. Fire Serpent's very good. No, step 3 is question mark, question mark, question mark, and step 4 is profit. To be fair. I was hard out of stamina there. Even acknowledge him. I mean, it's another fucking Knights Cav. What am I supposed to say? Oh boy, everyone's favorite boss, the Knights Cavalry. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and fight that guy hitting him for 9. Well, that's a pretty good start. Start off with 40k in the pocket. I mean, that gives us the faith and strength requirements we need for the weapons, and then we go from there, I guess. Just level up some health. Maybe a little bit of Mind, because Fire Serpent's actually a really strong incantation. Hi, Estelle. You are quite massive in the open world. Now, doing away with the night bosses is just kind of against the spirit of the run, to be honest. Okay. Because it's not, like, that takes 2 bosses that I'm not very good at and just removes them from the pool, which is the Deathrite Birds and the, somehow, the... Bellbearing Hunters. Jesus, took me a second to remember the name.
I am
Kale has Tears and Seeds and fuck all else. He's got some smithing stones, that's about it. That. Not interested in buying a seed for 5k at this stage of the game. So it's a double-edged sword having the night bosses around. It's like, yeah, it leaves in bosses that I'm not great at, but adds a little bit of challenge to the run, because death birds are at least interesting to see. Okay, bird. Fucking chill. Jesus Christ. Didn't sign up to get bullied by a bird today. Bell-bearing hunters are honestly really easy fights, but they're super punishing if you fuck them up. Also, I like longsword. Longsword's a decent weapon. It doesn't require us to invest any stats. So Bell-bearing hunter, interesting fight to watch, because if you, it's a skill check, right? Can I loop the animation, or can I just dodge the attacks? It's not something like Knight's Cavalry where it's just going to run around for an hour and stall. Same thing for.
Have you heard
We had like a very, very
Raiders?
dark green Melina.
They
I like that.
said, but you, I can play turning
I like
water
that color
80,
green
you
a
need
lot,
onto the
actually.
foot. Then it settled. Summon me. Ah, I bequeath.
Okay.
It will some torrent. Treat him with.
Add this to physic. Need to pop the remembrance. Okay, so let's get like. We'll get the 18 faith for the seal, and we can get like 15 dex, 15 strength, and put the rest into health. Nah, it doesn't seem worth it. Let's go all HP. Let's see how good this fire serpent is. Oh! That was way stronger than I expected it to be. Okay. Motherfucker, get off my neck. Where even are you? It's on the other side. Okay. We got ourselves an interesting little setup here. I mean, we've got a wieldable weapon that has good stance damage through square off, and we've got a seal that we can use, and a very strong offensive incantation. I don't hate how the setup looks already, honestly. The Fire Serpent's really strong, apparently. And it's pretty spammable, too. Like, it's relatively cheap. It's not the most cost-effective. It is a little bit expensive for a spamming spell. Like, it's obviously not like catch flame or anything. But it also has range and decent tracking, so... all in all, seems alright.
Oi! You!
And there's a
there.
parry shield.
Could you help us out, Cully?
Nice.
Some
It's all
just
coming
thank you.
together.
I was when I ended. Oh, when they and so this is all I hope.
It's a pretty basic setup, honestly, but it works. There's no broken Ash of War that's going to carry the run. There's no god tier spell that's going to make everything die instantly, but it's just solid. Brave Scythe is an interesting. Why are you flickering now? You were fine last run. Everything was fine last run. What was your issue? Yep, leaf. Hey, like I said, there's nothing wrong with basic. Like, it's just good fundamentals gonna carry this run. Oh, what a lass. She gave us the T-pose. Fantastic. Rosis's axe. Not good for what we're going for here. So I guess we're looking for spellbooks, a better seal, and then just some good faith incantations. So we can get things like Knight's Lightning Spear. Knight's Lightning Spear would actually be insane because that is a Dragon Cult incantation, and this seal boosts Dragon Cult incantations. So KLS would be huge. Any pieces of the Death Knight set to go along with that would be huge. And then just a decent faith weapon to go along with. Clawmark Seal, if we intended to go into like a strength build, would be fine, I guess, but the only thing that would incentivize me to go into a strength build with stats like this would be... Well, there's Flame Spear. We can put Flame Art Attunement on this, and then we'll scale with Faith. But we lose the stance damage from Square Off that way.
Name's but let me ask, are you here? Does your despite takes me any into all I know? Now's the time.
Two-handed Sword Talisman would actually not be that great, honestly. Guess I'll take the Rune Arc, though.
Well,
Go ahead and get that HP boost. Since it was relatively cheap. It's only a couple hundred runes. Let's get out of this flickering area. Octopus. Omen Killer Cleaver, you say. And even with the clean animation skip on the chest, still got.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me. Oh, I please. I just give and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all.
Okay.
Oh, that's well. Once I and beyond upon this, I'd doesn't. Wait, I see. I see it now. Humans all lose their wits eventually. Then there's nothing left to say except I am Iron Fist Alexander. How could this? Was my
Ooh, cape. Nice. Got the cape back, baby. This class just doesn't start with gloves. Interesting.
Come on. Hey, are you here as a...
Damn. Tell me how you really feel about him. God. Rude. Cheap seat I'll take. Oh, birds drop smithing 6s. Cool. Twitch trying to keep you from getting banned, doesn't realize you're in an unoffendable chat. Incredible. Another Knights Cav. Love to see it. Ah, I see, I see. He's trying to keep you. He's trying to spare your own feelings. Nice guy, Twitch. Look at that. Somber 9. Okay. Square off. Piercing throw. Weird chess piece. And grease. Alright. I guess if we wanted to keep square off on the... If we wanted to keep square off on the sword, and still... and maybe like change it to a flame art affinity once we have the red hot wet blade. That's what it's useful for. But that's really it. Well, okay, so Death Knight's long half axe is one of those weapons that would make me want to build like a strength faith build with a lightning focus. It's a decent weapon. Stone barbed here. Wear that. So let's see. Scythe takes 17 strength, 13 dex. The long half axe we already have the faith and dex requirement for, just takes 23 strength. It's an option. And it's a somber weapon. Lightning damage is good. Great Axe is a good moveset. It's not quite as good as the Great Hammer, but it's okay. Blink Bolt Strike is also a pretty good Ash of War. Gives you an approaching tool that has iframes. For the minimal investment we'll have to do for it, I think the Death Knight tax is going to be worth it. It also gives us a somber weapon so that we can not have to worry about having shared upgrade paths. So we'll have a somber weapon and then a smithing seal. That's okay. I think we have... Nah, we would need one more 6 from them, I guess. I can't believe birds drop piles of smithing 6s. That's wild. Butt slam. Hell yeah. Hey, alright, well that's all the smithing 6s we need. Thanks, bird. What? I don't have the two hands to square up. Okay. It makes sense that the seal doesn't have an Ash of War. All the smithing 5s we need. Finding 5s and 6s is really nice, because it gives us a pretty easy avenue to a high-level weapon for a good portion of the mid-game. Because you don't get the bell bearing to mountaintops, which is when we're on our way, like, cruising to the end game. But if you get the 5 and 6s, you can, at minimum, get that plus whatever. Oh, backhand blades? Backhand blades are a really good weapon. I think we might do the 3 decks for backhand blades instead. And just deal with the shared smithing stone cryo. Backhand blade's not a really good faith weapon, though. I don't know. We'll decide more once we get to round table and see what kind of incants we have. If we have a way of just using a completely incantation-focused build, then we won't worry about it. We'll just have our sidearm as a backup for bosses that we can't cast on very easily. Stuff like Melania. Really just Melania? Because there are other bosses that input read, sure, but if we're finding the right incants, the input reading doesn't matter. Because KLS is invisible. For whatever fucking reason, they made KLS invisible. It's Fire Knight. I don't want to deal with that. That was not worth picking up anyway. There's a ball. Ball. Lizard Greatsword's interesting. It has the status values at 100% per swing. Meaning if you do a tap R2 with a bleed weapon, you get 200% of the bleed buildup. As long as the projectile hits. The problem is the projectile doesn't always hit. Which means it's just a strictly worse Greatsword than like other options. Unless you're using a status build. Rolana's armor. Okay, beard hat. Holy Talisman. Can I wear Rolana's? I can. Nice. It's not quite a cloak. It's more of a tabard. But I like Rolana's armor. It looks good. Yeah, a tabard. It looks like one from the back. It's more of just like a over-the-shoulder sash type thing. I look like I'm role-playing a knight. If I were to take off the silly-looking helmet, I'm like RPing as a holy knight of some sort. Got my scabbard at my waist, my long sword, my holy seal, and my armor and boots.
right I bend your ear for a
And then here's
My
this
name
bitch
is a servant
Megamind
side.
cosplaying.
I swear my good
Let's
father
go.
decided him. The servants, they've since come. I fear it's no. Please, would you mind my soul, please? Thank them, please.
Oh yeah, like Rolana's outfit's awesome. I really like her armor set. Oh, there's a rune bear over there, so that item's staying. Could probably live it, but I'm not particularly interested in invoking the ire of the rune bear. It is a blue though. Could be a talisman. That's a Bloodfiend's arm. Bloodfiend's arm's also a really good weapon. Bloodfiend's arm's one of those weapons that's kind of weird. It retains its like really good strength scaling, but also gets some like really high faith scaling too. This motherfucker is gonna make me miss this scarab, isn't it? Ah, I got it. Good. Oh boy, mushrooms. It retains its like weird, like good strength scaling, but it gets a weirdly high faith scaling as well. Whenever you put it with one of the faith scaling stats, like Flame Art or Sacred. Do I have a bleed weapon yet? Not wieldable, no. I guess I'll grab Repeating Thrust then. It's a Bleed Ash of War. It's cheap too. It's only 600 gold. It's not bad. I would have preferred the Golden Scarab, being honest. But I mean, I guess I'll take it for enemy drops in the early game. Let's make it nighttime, see what our night bosses are. Stone Digger Troll. It's fine. Ooh, the Divine Beast OST. The hardest going track for the dinkiest boss. It's hardly dinky. You say that until you hit him and he falls over. And then Watchdog, just solo Watchdog. Yeah, solo Watchdog. We don't like seeing these super easy bosses out here. Building size, I mean, I guess a small building. Got him. I just walked into a full-on building. Like, that's a building. Look at that. That's a whole ass building. This guy, I feel like if he ducked down low enough, he could fit through the door. He's not that big. Just because the Tarnished is canonically like 5'3", doesn't mean everything else is massive. The Tarnished is just short. The tower? It's still a building. It's a shack. Like I said, he's bigger than a small building. Now let's see what the disconnect is here. I feel like we're arguing the same point. Damn. I'm a brick house, not a shack, thank you. Spiritually, damn. Savage. Oh, that was the Margit enemy down there. Nice. Nice ballista, idiot. You missed. Well, to be fair, he spawned with the ballista. He wasn't seated at a set-piece ballista. He's just an enemy that includes a ballista in his enemy ID. Just like that one. That's his ballista. There's not actually a ballista in his graveyard. I know. It's disappointing. Reality often is. Oh, Marmot. Beast Lord. Okay. Poison Bloom from the Glowy-Eyed Owls. Okay, let's go. I mean, yeah, we're definitely gonna dupe the Remembrance here, and I guess level up some more faith. But I might hold on to the money until we get back to Round Table. The Holy Knight fit definitely goes harder than the Last of Us cosplay, for sure. I know... What are they called? Clickers? Is that what the zombies are? Oh, he's stomping. He's stomping boy. I don't know. I've seen a playthrough of The Last of Us, like, a decade ago. Should be enough, yeah? No? Alright. Yeah, I had a friend who was real big into it, and they were like, oh dude, you gotta see this, it's so good. Pre-map NPC from a cutscene with this helmet on? I don't think so. I feel like with this helmet on, my character is like the Jagan in disguise. And right now I'm doing the FE7 disguise. We need disguises so they won't recognize us. Oh yeah, perfect. We'll put on a hood or a mask. They'll never notice us then. Exactly, like I'm wearing the armor with the motifs everybody's already seen. The same weapon that you know the person uses. But they just put over a hood and a mask over their face. Done deal. I picked up 2 Sacred Tears, it seems. Nice. Last already +5.
There's been a how can I?
You can help by having good stuff. More smithing 6s? Hell yeah, dude. You'll be able to just, like, sell a bunch of smithing 6s at this point. I'm gonna have to pick a weapon to commit to at some point, though. I've got the longsword, the backhand blades, and the long haft axe, the Death Knight's long haft axe. Somber 3 is a more compelling reason to go for the axe. Blue hair and pronouns. Alright. Okay, dude. Golden Land. Not good. Alright, respec ability. Of the 2 Radon swords, or sorry, of the 3 Radon swords, this is the second best. Which is not saying a lot. We'll not be using those in a randomizer. Unless we get real desperate for some reason. Alright, off to Galen. Well, how did you get past this? Is it that little symbol? I have a filter on that shit. Whatever. I couldn't ask for anyone better to heckle me. As someone who gets genuinely invested in the run and genuinely pleased when I die at the same time. Oh, shit balls. We might just die here. Okay, can't fit through the door! Oh, God. Go away. Jesus Christ. Well, that's going to be interesting.
If you had, it seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering place. Very well at my hand.
So the good news is, once we port in, we can probably avoid aggro. Because we're going to port into the building. The bad news is, we'll have to aggro Radon close up.
Oh, welcome. I teach and explore. So
Otherwise,
you do most time you are well.
Pest threads is good. If we don't aggro Radon close up, and we aggro him from far away instead, he's going to sit there and just pelt us with arrows from far away. I have an idea for Poison Myth. If Radon doesn't aggro, as we sneak up on him, we could Poison Mist him to death by standing behind him and farting on him. Somber 4 and 6 in the shop here, which is good. The long half axe is looking more and more like the play now. If we find anything else to push us in the direction of lightning damage, then we'll probably wind up on that. There wasn't really anything to buy here, though. So, also, I can't believe you survived a hit from Dragon Barrel Radon. I thought I would have got one shot for sure. Let's check the Remembrance, I guess. The Remembrance would have to be something bonkers to not pop right now, but let's see what it is.
Let's groove anchor until it is tragic across the
Why do you have to do this to me every time?
to become
Alright. Ash of War Kick. Nice. Let's just go out on a limb and say that that is not happening. And I guess we can shop with the Remembrance money. So let's you can't get mad at me for not spending 40k for kick. I refuse to let that happen. Okay, I actually don't have any smithing 1s or 2s, really. I have a smithing 2 here on Kale. That's it. I have the smithing stones to upgrade my seal at all. We have the 3s that we need there, but that's it. So we're still missing quite a few. So I guess we're gonna hold off on that. Where was the long half axe? I need to go ahead and pick. Oh, I already picked it up, didn't I? It was in a graveyard, yeah. Yeah, there we go. So I need 23 strength. So 16? That should let us two-hand it. Because two-handing it will give us 24. And then I guess we upgrade. What kind of somber stones do I have in my inventory? None. I need to go get the bell bearing, I guess. Well, back to Caled, huh? Alright, so let's see about Radon aggroing. Because if he doesn't, we might be pulling the oldest trick in the book in terms of incants, which is stand behind the boss and cast Poison Mist. Oh boy. Fair warning. This is going to take a long time. Like 15 to 20 minutes long time. So go get a drink, go get a snack, whatever you want to do. This is going to take a minute. $15 to $20 to kill Radon at this point in the game and get like a free 90k, absolutely well worth in my opinion. I didn't expect that to trigger in one cast. Need to be here to clip the death. I mean, look. You see how this is ticking, right? I'm gonna have to do this, like... This is gonna stay on him for 3 minutes. And then I'm gonna have to recast it again. Alright, why do you wish you were Radon? I need an explanation. Big swords. Alright, fair enough. Radon is probably the most Giga Chad character in this entire, like, in-game universe. So I suppose I can't blame you. Alright, there's the first one. I don't know if that was exactly 3 minutes or not. I'm not entirely sure how long the poison is. Yeah, I have to do this about 10 times. This is high-octane, high-skill gameplay. You can't prove it otherwise. Oh. Yep, survived the hit. That's the real winner there. We survived the hit on the way in, so we get to cheese him like this. This cheese also could work on Draconic Tree Sentinel replacement, depending on what the boss is. If we can stealth past it or not. Because it also has a very similar aggro thing, where it aggroes from in front, but not from behind. And if I were to stand up right now, Radon would absolutely turn around and paste me. But I have the stealth bonus because I'm crouched. This is some Skyrim shit here. The enemy can't see me because I am absolutely destroying my knees by crouching down like this. T-pose before he dies? Absolutely not. Are you kidding me? Well, T-pose as he dies, for sure. I suppose I should equip it, though. Switch. Or... So we're going to have to pop the Gold Horn Tender, turn around, and T-pose. Frame perfect. No problem. How much damage is these poison doing? Just over 1,700. Okay. Oh, we still haven't gotten to the point of needing to Poison Cloud twice to get it to proc. Yeah, part of me wants him to phase transition when he hits 50% health like he normally would and just like fly up in the air because that's got a very distinct sound effect. But then just come crashing down from the meteor and then not be aggroed again. Alright. So how many procs is this? 4? This has been 4 or is this the third one? I think that might have been 4. I mean, I should have been timing this. I didn't even look at the time before I started it. Exactly. See? And look, we even get to admire his cape, like just majestically flowing in the wind, because it's raining here in Dragon Barrow. Like this is significantly cooler than watching paint dry, in my opinion. But mostly just because of the cape. He is stoic as fuck right now, though. To be honest. Like, how much of a man do you have to be to just sit here and just be like, you know what? Yeah, I am dying of Ebola or whatever this is. I'm just gonna sit here with my arms crossed and look cool. Because this is his passive animation. When he's not aggroed, he's sitting on his horse with his arms crossed. I think. Oh no, his hands are down by his side. Never mind. Maybe that's just the cutscene Radon. Alright. And with this, he's almost halfway dead. Sensational. Oh, nope. Still only one cast for the poison. So in Convergence mod, there's also a Rot Cloud. So you can apply both. I feel like that would have been a really great inclusion. Like, they gave us Fia's Mist for Deathblight. We have Poison Mist. We could have, like, Melania's Mist. Or just Rotten Mist. A missed opportunity, in my opinion. So it looks like it's more of like a minute and a half to 2 minutes in terms of duration. I suppose I can look it up the next time I cast it. You wish you had Melania's Mist? Same though, honestly. Make sure this triggers and then we can tab out. Oh yeah. We'll be in menu, so it won't matter. Let's see here. We got... Let's go Poisonous... Poison Mist. $20 build up per tick, does not alert enemies. Yep, we've been over that. What is the duration? Does not say. Okay, well, poison status is 90 seconds. Okay. Here we go. Now we know. So if this was deadly poison, it would last a shorter amount of time but deal more damage. Still got it. His poison resistance has to be through the roof at this point. And people say status builds are broken. And I will say, for a lot of them they are. But stuff like this, where it's like, oh yeah, I've got poison on the target. Poison's not that strong. The real status builds that are broken are really bleed builds. If you have another build that deals, like, let's say you're playing a Faith build like this one and you find one of the incantations like Scarlet Aeonia or Rotten Butterflies that applies the 30% Scarlet Rot debuff, that's great, but it's not going to kill the boss for you. Like, it'll deal like 30% of their health plus a flat amount. That's less than half. To be fair, getting half their health in a single button press is pretty fucking good. But you still have to do something. So the cloud was disappearing kind of when the damage started ticking last time, so I may have to start casting it twice. It'll be close for this one. That's another thing. Yeah, people are like, oh, well, You used spirit summons and abused bleed builds. Like, that's not really beating the game. Shut up. First off, the game is balanced around spirit summons. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a fuck-ass ton of really aggressive bosses in this game that you're meant to split aggro with a spirit for. I just don't particularly enjoy using them. This game is absolutely balanced around spirit summons. If you're not using spirit summons, you're playing a challenge run. Full stop. Which is cool, if you want to do that. And I will say, if you're playing the game as intended, using things like spirit summons and NPC summons, the game's a lot easier. I'll say that. Like, if you're one of those people who got the mimic tier in their first playthrough, and you just mimic tiered for every boss, yeah, the game is going to feel really easy. People always ask, like, what's the hardest Souls game, what's the easiest Souls game? And that it depends entirely on how you play it. I don't think there's a competition for hardest Souls game, because I think Sekiro is by far the hardest compared to the others, because there's no way of... There's no cheese... There are cheeses, but, like, you have to play Sekiro. You don't get to choose your build, you don't get to try something different. Like, you can choose your prosthetic, you can change your prosthetic arm and get, like, a different effect from that, or you can change your weapon art type thing. But that's it. Unless you have an in-depth knowledge of the Sekiro posture mechanics, you're in for playing Sekiro the intended method, which is try not to die, versus like all the cheese strats that you see in speedruns. The other games have build variety. The other games have additional tools to help you. Sekiro doesn't. Sekiro has some ways that you can change your builds, but not a lot. Which hurts its replayability, for sure, but, like, the game just feels so good to play. I'm getting off topic, though. Like, I think Elden Ring has the potential to be the easiest Souls game and the hardest Souls game at the same time, which is crazy to say. Because if you're playing with no spirit summons, no NPC summons, no spells, you're just wanting to learn the boss mechanics and spam R1 the whole time, that's going to be a tough one. Yeah, that's the real point. Yeah, if you're a bleed spammer and you abuse the mimic tier, you're not actually playing the game, and you should feel bad about yourself. I hope that wasn't early. That was a hard fight. All right. Do that. Do that. Okay. A little bit extra endurance is nice. I should probably switch my flasks back around. I think carrying around maybe 2 blue would be good with Fire Serpent, but definitely not 4, especially out of 7. Alright. Let's go take a peek at some of the other enemies around here. And see what else we've got going on. Iron Wet Blade, okay. The Smithing 2 as well is nice. We don't have... I have like 1 Smithing 2 in the shop. Enemy on the bridge is Moog. That's gotta be Sewer Moog. No? No, that might be real Moog. Because Sewer Moog should have spawned in. Whereas real Moog is just standing there. I wish there was a way to tell. Because they have the same name. But we should be able to freely run past Moog at least. Especially if he's facing away. That was closer than I would have liked it to be. Saw the spear on the corner of my screen as I ran past him. And there we have it. Flipped and shipped. We're done. Hardest fight in the game, bar none. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. Oh, I haven't earned it. That's fair. Just the subscription? Okay. I'll try and do better. So maybe one day you'll join my club. Bye, Fire Giant Phase 2. I heard it and I was like, oh shit, is he gonna like shoot a fireball at me while I'm sitting here on the loading screen? I was spooked for a second. And who do we have at the tree? It is Godskin Apostle? Or is that a ancient hero of Zamor? It's hard to tell. It's oh no, it's a watchdog. Watchdog's pretty free, but I don't do enough damage yet. If I get a weapon upgraded, I can go kill a watchdog for sure. Yeah, he's no Radon, he's no Crystallian, so he definitely didn't aggro from that far away. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. First off, +2 Faith on a helmet is awesome. Second, I really like Gargoyle's Black Blade. And we can wield it right now. It has the Black Flame effect on it. And it's got a projectile weapon art and corpse wax cutter. It's also got the greatsword moveset, which is awesome. I feel like we could probably kill Grail without a bleed weapon here if we just allocate all blue. May not even need all blue. Let's try it. Well, let's set up a bleed anyway, just in case. And then all blue flasks. Gonna have a foot. Not a good one. Let's see how hard this hits. Yeah. About 2k. That's pretty good. Can I poison your leg? I can. That's fantastic. Stamina's killer, though. We might need all blue, actually. This is doing less than I expected it to. Although, to be fair, it is like... It's the black flame god. It's not like Destined Death. I think they're the same. It's like 2% damage per. Plus the poison. Baby's first blade. It's got the same animation for sure. And it doesn't heal. I doubt it has the same amount of hyper armor too. Not quite all blue, but more than I expected to be. Okay, 66k. I feel like all HP is just correct at this point. We're pretty set up here. We just need to get a... There's no reason not to run that, I guess. But our setup done. So we're still looking for the Somber Bell. I'll debate on whether I want to use the Black Blade or the Axe as my primary weapon, though. Black Blade does holy damage, Axe does lightning damage, and my incant does fire damage. So I have the full spread covered. I can use them all and just kind of swap between them as I need, I guess. The Axe and the sword weigh the exact same, so switching equip load's not going to be a thing. They're both somber weapons too, so the sombers should be pretty easy to come by. We do a little bullying, I guess. Somber 3. Okay. Parry shield. Good. Did I already have one? I did. I have the rickety shield, which is awesome because the rickety shield's super light. It's like 1 pound compared to the 1.5 or 2 pounds that most, even up to 3, that some of the small shields are. 1 pound of equip load is basically a talisman, which is fine by me. Well worth the allocated slot. Nailed it. Projectile's got some range to it, too. Ooh, fat money, baby. Alright. We're having a bit of a crisis here in terms of figuring out what weapon to commit to, but I think the Ghost Flame is worth it. Or whatever this is called. Gargo's Black Blade. I think it's worth it. It's got a good projectile, good moveset, okay damage type. We can swap to a different weapon with a better weapon, like damage type, if we run into a wholly resistant boss like Malakath or Goldfree or something. Analysis paralysis is definitely where we're at right now. Leveling up 2 weapons is not the best, especially with how heavy these are. But it's not that bad.
There's been a... how can I?
Sure. Extra max HP, I guess. Relatively expensive seed, but my flasks are a little bit rough right now, so I guess I'll take it. I'm gonna risk it and check and see what the night boss is here. This could be really bad. Waiting for it to spawn. Pumpkinhead, huh? I don't think I deal enough damage. Yeah, no. Not yet. I just don't have weapon upgrades yet. Once I get weapon upgrades, we can come back and get that money for sure. Pumpkinhead's a super easy boss. I grabbed the Grace over here. Just port to it. Let's do a sweep. See you over there, bird. I also hear the dragon underneath me. Also pretty sure that dragon just died somehow and gave me 4K runes. Oh shit. I'm sure that's fine. I like that color green though. Not gonna worry about that.
Welcome. Please, I'm angry.
Infinite crab. For 1k a pop. Okay. That's good. Once we get into the run a little bit, we can start buying some of that. Boiled crab is just a consumable that gives you physical damage reduction for like 60 seconds or something. I don't know exactly what the percentage is, if it's 10, 15, 20, but it's enough to matter. Is that Bofa Duo or just Bofa? I think it's Duo. Yeah, I can see the ring blade of the one. I can't lock onto it, but yeah, both of these bosses. Yeah. Beastman of Farum Azula, or Bofa. I didn't make it nighttime. Dane's footwork. Okay. Nothing useful. Bofa became the de facto name for those guys pretty early on into the life of the game. It's also one of the first bosses you run into in Limgrave. Alright, we have a regular death bird. And nothing particularly large over there. What is that? What are you? I need to know. Are you fading out of... Oh, I think it was Grafted Scion. Yeah, it's Grafted Scion. It's just kind of fading in and out of existence at the edge of the radius. There's the bell bearing, finally. Egon's Finger. You know what? I'll forget that I have it, and it's only 400 runes. I can maybe summon Egon for the Bale replacement. I'm just gonna run past Spurge. What's up, fucker? Rykards and a Somber 10. And a Somber 7. Awesome. I'll have to check and see kind of what my Somber situation is now. From vendors. Oh boy. The spread crossbow. Sit back to round table. So we have Rykard's Great Rune now as well. Alright. So let's offer all the bell bearings. Buy up. We need a 1, a 2, a 4. We will need a 6, but I can't afford it. So I know we have a 3, so we can go upgrade to +4. We have 2 great rooms as well. Let's go get the item, the free item from Enya now.
Only fine. You have it now to become the thing as much.
Okay. Singular smithing 6. The one smithing stone we really don't need because of the birds. Yeah, I can buy a 5 and a 6, and then I have the 7, and then we would need 8 to get to 9. Okay. Still don't have any smithing stones. Not a single smithing one in the entirety of Limgrave. Well, let's go do Margit. Well, I got a +4. That'll do. That will indeed do. Probably get away with 1 blue flask for now until we actually upgrade the seal. So I don't think we're gonna get through 2 full mana bars or 3 full mana bars of corpse wax cutters. Finding this Faith helmet was actually really awesome. Additional stat boosting items are really good. Alright, so we have the Stone Barbed here, which is 30% more stance damage. So we can try and leverage that here by getting some chunky charge R2s off.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins.
Jumped away. I'm sad. Okay. Ten mushrooms.
I shall remember thee, tarnished.
Good.
Smoldering with thy meager
So probably throw on the Holy Resistance Talisman.
fear of the night. The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter. Step back, you wretch.
Oh no, I didn't open the gate. Oh. Fuck. Now I have to go find the rusty key. I have fucked up. Honestly, yeah, like straight up just forgot to talk to him and have him open the gate. Just on full autopilot. Damn. You gotta go through the entirety of... I don't even remember how to traverse this place. That's not true, but it's definitely a lot harder now. Oh, there's a somber one I didn't have to pay for. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. Don't have to buy the Somber 5. Huge. I don't even think I had... Well, no, I did have... Okay. Okay. Cool. It's awesome that this is like a great rune or something, but it's not even a great rune. It's fucking dark rune. Not even useful. Do I have the rusty key? Did I buy it? Okay, first things first. I'm gonna go back to round table, make sure I didn't miss the rusty key on one of the vendors. If not, then it's either in Castle Morn somewhere, or... Well, let's go kill Patches, too, and check his bell bearing. It's either on Gostox or Patches' bell bearing, or in Castle Morn. I don't think I have any other key item checks left. In Limgrave. And the rusty key has to be in Limgrave. As per the settings. This is the right spot, yeah? Yeah. I got a little... I don't want to say turned around. Confused. Oh, yay. Probably the most innocuous of all invaders. I'm gonna hold on to this money for shopping. Alright, we got a single smithing 1, baby. Let's do it. Hell yeah.
To a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief! The gods demand repentance! Cough up your coin! All of it!
Oh, he walked out of my fart cloud.
Wait, please! I surrender!
It was bound to happen someday. What a shit show.
Check these, and then we're gonna have to go to Castle Morn anyway, so it's not that big of a deal to go do it, but would like to do Stormvale. Okay, Gostock has another 4, and also has Melania's arm for some reason. Bit weird, but okay. Magmorum Scale Sword is a good one. The dex requirement I'm not a fan of, but it's there. Patches has an 8, which gives us a plus 10. Now, if we have a 6, I believe. Yeah, I've got the 5. I'm not going to buy the 8 because it's so expensive unless... We have the 6, okay, so... But I can't afford the 8 now. Well, let's go upgrade to plus 6.
I took you no matter how you're up.
Plus 7. Sorry. And then, how much money do I have in the pockets? 16k. It would be enough to maybe buy the stone, but not actually use it. Is that right? Yeah. I could probably sell off some other stuff, like the arrow sting talisman or something.
No matter.
Still need 400 monies. Alright, we'll get the plus 10 later. I'm tired of sifting through my inventory. Yeah, but there was no rusty key there, so let me check all the vendors, double check, make sure we have it. Don't have it. And then I guess we go to Castle Morn and get the rusty key, because it's the only place it can be. Yeah, straight up. Yes, rusty key is in... Oh no, we didn't go into Fort Height, actually. Let's go to Fort Height. We'll check there. Check the Deathless half, and then we'll go to Castle Morn. Can't believe I have to go find the fucking rusty key, man. With that Mountain Dew Code Red torrent. Yeah, it definitely made the run stand out, that's for sure. So I haven't been here, period. Huh. Be cool for a second? Thank you. There it is, dudes. Alright, we have the rusty key. We'll grab the couple item checks that are down here. Finish this off, though. Even though I hate... Like, this tracker's awesome, but it's really old. Okay. 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 Guess we're on fire now. Just want to kill that guy. Soft hit. Okay. I'm gonna go back up and port out. Alrighty. I mean, I guess we can go do Castle Morn while I'm thinking about it, because I forget otherwise. And then we'll probably do Stormvale and be done for the day, because I'm fucking starving right now. Go make food. giant ship. Gaius's pants. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh yeah, that's heavy load for sure. We'll be able to wear them eventually. Get our endurance up to about 20 at some point. Should probably can take a break from leveling big and get some endurance. We're not even in Liurnia yet, and I've already got... I'm on my way to 40. Alright. That's probably enough money to plus 10 the sword. I don't see a big boss body over there, so it's probably something humanoid or a spawner. Can't be Fire Giant Phase 2. Could be either Dragonkins, could be Goldfree, could be Sewer Moog. Blasted. Could be any of the Mausoleum bosses. From the DLC. A plethora. Or it could be a Tibia Mariner that I just didn't see. That could be it too. Smithing threes. From fire zombies. Okay. Hell yeah. We love a good dude boy. We don't love a good dude boy doing a bunch of damage to me while I'm running to a boss, but we love the duders. Should have waited on the physic. I forgot Stone Barb. This is just short duration. Nice. I mean, Memory Stone's not that impactful, but it's nice to have when I'm actually slotting spells into my bar. So if I'd run into something like Beast of Vitality or Golden Bow or something already, then it'd be nice to have that extra spot for the incant. That said, I haven't run into those yet, but I could have. Hey, Luna. What's up? Welcome back. Vibing? Huge. Don't you fucking dare. Okay. And we blitz. Past those guys. Do you know how to climb stairs? I guess he's not going to come in and show me, huh? gotta remember how to get through this place now. It's been so long since I've come through Stormvale Castle this way. So I know it's not this way. That's the way to Rogier. We go down this way, that might do it. There's an orange over here. Another somber 10. Okay. There's an elevator somewhere near here, right? Yeah, but I can't move this. Okay. Well, let's go up. And around, I guess. Jesus Christ. What was that? Oh, yeah, it's one of those guys. Okay. Do some platforming. Okay, so we can just drop down here into the courtyard. I'm gonna grab that item over there, I guess, and then we'll do that. Actually, I feel like it might be better to drop down over here. It's a knife cat. Oh, it's a knife cat that's about to knock me off the roof. Right. It's a knife cat that's stuck in its little room. So I'm not concerned about it. You know, depending on what the enemies look like, that might be a significantly safer way to get through Stormvale. Albeit with less upside, because I miss all the item pickups along the way. Bitch. Blur worked. Just kill the cum bug here. That seems to be the most dangerous thing around. Okay. Never mind, I'm getting huggies from a zombie. Somber 3. Okay. Stormhawk. Okay. Stormhawk does have a dex requirement of 15, so we're not particularly set up to use it, but it's a weapon. I feel like honestly, if I'm gonna level up another weapon, it's gonna be the long half axe for sure. How did that miss? Okay, let's go see what Godric is.
Your only mistake was your choice of master. Well, tarnished.
Oh, Nepheli.
I'm here by how utter this
You're a
graft has
clicker.
tainted them. If I
She's
ask
from
you
The
call
Last
me
of
into
Us.
uncertain
She's
spot,
cosplaying.
and
She's
I
even got the
swear I'd turn you
blindfold
down, whatever.
because it takes over their face. It's incredible. Okay, another Somber 8 that we don't have to buy. In fact, I think we bought the only one, though, so it's pretty nice. I would like some more flasks. Not feeling the whole 6 healing flask thing. But I also want to use my weapon art, so... What did I miss? Why am I rotted? I was far enough away. That's fine. We're gonna grab a couple item pickups and then hit the Grace. Yeah, pretty sure I've picked up all the smithing fours that I need just inside here. And I'm fairly certain I had some prior. More smithing 6s. Exactly what the doctor ordered. I still only have a single smithing 1, which I've already used on my seal. Yeah. I need one more 3. And then I can go all the way up to plus 18. I have to find 7 somewhere, but... Alright, we want to wait on the physic until we get in there, because we got... Stone Barb. Elimer. Okay. Bellbearing Hunter's fine. Stagger? Yeah. It should be death. Hard fight.
I am the Lord of all that is golden.
Couple seeds. Wow. Not enough. Alright. So long, Limgrave. We've got a few minutes left. Go ahead and take a dip into Liurnia. I'm surprised this entire area wasn't flickering like the rest was. Just had to say it, didn't I? I have to go back through and play, like, Convergence or the base game or something and see if this is a recurring thing. I haven't had these issues in any other games I've been playing, though. So I'm really hoping it's not my graphics card. So Old Lord Talisman's an interesting one that I'm going to use, but I want to test it. I want to find, like, a bonfire that has an enemy nearby, so probably, like, over at Ichi's.
Surprised no matter why they don't. Oh, but don't.
Academy key. Off rip. And what I want to test is, what Older Talisman does is it increases the effect of the duration of your spells by 30%. That's all it does. And typically, and I think the intended use for it, was to be used with buffing incantations. Things like Golden Bow, Flame Grant Me Strength, Blessing's Boon, Protection of the Erd Tree, all those defensive spells, or healing spells. Heal over time spells. But what it also does is it extends the damage over time effect of Black Flame, which is what the weapon art on Gargoyle's Blackblade applies. So I'm very curious to see if it is affected by the talisman or not. And the very simplest way we're going to check it is just go hit something with it equipped and go hit something without it equipped and see how much damage it does. I'm going to make sure to aggro them first so that we don't get something like ambush damage to skew it. And I'm going to try and hit with just the Ash of War and not the blade of the weapon as well. Okay, Talisman of the Dread increases your magma damage by 15%, which is what the weapon art of Blasphemous Blade does. Would love to have access to that in this build. We can test it over here. We're close enough to a Grace to test it on something. So let's aggro this rat. Alright. Rat is in combat with us. Rat takes... Rat got one shot. Okay, that's... Let's get something a little tankier. How about this zombie? Or how about this nipple? This thing's going. Just kidding. Alright. Zombie explodes. Okay, never mind. Okay, we might not be able to test this here. Need something tankier that isn't going to get one shot by it. So we can test the dot. A second Gravelstone Seal, you say? So we can use that to buff stacks if we get, like, specifically KLS. Like, that's what we would be looking for a primary damage nuke. Okay, that's something that should survive. Gas takes 905. It's too weak to take another hit though, so we're gonna have to go back. That was without. So I equip this. Back to the Grace. And if we've done everything correctly, this should deal either the exact same amount of damage or more. So let's see. I think we got ambush damage last time. Okay, well, let's see if this does less than 761. What? I'm confused. I just wanted to see if it worked on the duration, man. Maybe we can try it on one of the bosses over here, like Smaragd replacement or something. We do have laser gold in here, which is not great for me. Mostly because he's going to do that. Fine. Oh, that graveyard's dead. I've used those lasers in converted spawn, and they are not okay. It's a Black Knife Assassin. Yeah, we could do a little menuing during a Black Knife Assassin. Oh, it's Electo. I'd rather not fight Electo. How did that hit me? I was in my dismount animation. You're a liar. Can I not turn my... Yeah, I'm trying to fuck with Electo. It's way too tanky. Destined Death Dot is annoying. I'm gonna call it here. It's a decent spot to do so. I'll leave myself a little flag up here to go to the 4 Belfries. So I haven't gone yet. Not this stuff. Let's get some background music at least. Alright, that's it. We're done. I'm tired. I'm hungry. It's a Saturday. I don't normally stream today. I'm gonna head out. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys Tuesday. Tuesday for sure. We're done? You're not? I'm sorry. Tuesday for sure. I have some free time tomorrow afternoon. So maybe like tomorrow evening. But probably not. Because I do have some stuff to take care of. Going into next week is Christmas week. I don't know exactly what I'll be doing. I'm working like a half day on Tuesday. So I can probably stream earlier on Tuesday. Or at least maybe twice. A couple hours in before dinner and then a couple hours in after on Christmas Eve. So we'll see. See how that goes. Anyway, yeah, we'll pick back up then and see if this is the one. Until then, as always, take care of yourselves, stay beautiful, and don't do anything I would do. It's a short list. I'll see you guys hopefully Tuesday. Until then.